so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is that get it. Big Snoop Dogg. It's in the game.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get it off my chest. Oh, I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, you don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstated.
Well, the onset of fall weather, Coach, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the San Francisco 49ers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Mike 51. We're ready. Here we go. Check nickel. Shift. Watch the shift.
61. Matchbox lights.
Check.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Now Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there. Yeah,
I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Here we go again. Here we go.
They run with Breida. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down.
65.
Darnold from the gun. He gets it to Brown, complete. Well, he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. On first down, here's Breida. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
I got one. Check 31.
Darnold now to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean lanes. And
the pressure gets to him again. Brian Burns in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Come get yourself. Come on.
2nd and 6. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Miles Jack able to record his 5th sack of the season. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
That's the end of the first quarter with They can't hang with us.
Second and long. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You may also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got his target. That's more. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Miles Jack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. They'll set up to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw him on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going, and being able to make a play on the football.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
He can't hit. He's not going to get me. Check 26, check 26. Check 52. Young lady. He's coming.
Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll toss it to Breida. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the comebacker. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
Check, 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 check.
First down, Carolina.
Ball clock. 57 is Mike. Here we go. 57 is Mike. 57 is Mike. Hey, watch the ball.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
You ready?
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Under 10.
Back to throw here. Going right side here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
First down, Panthers.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he coughed it up. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. Nothing is our score. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, D.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 28. A first down carry by Elliott. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Again, it's Elliott. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Ready. 50 seconds. Hey, watch the slant.
Looking to throw. Rolling to his right. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Here we go, son. 50. All right, me and you all day. All day. The lady. After you. I'm coming after you.
Here's Darnold. And he finds McLaurin. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 28. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Breida, he'll try the right side. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. $13 yards there and a Niner first.
Let's go.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Darnold. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? Mike 57. Record. 57's the Mike. Mike 57. Let's go. Check. Fresh down.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Dobbins. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll run it with Elliott. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Breida. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
With the score, Niners 7, Panthers 3.
Yo, son. 54, right there. 54, Mike. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Check. The lady. The red lady.
They run again with Breida. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Darnold on 1st down. Flush to his right. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make this a 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Watch twins.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Sam Darnold His second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. The extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Hey, Orbit.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but it'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Hey, Delta.
Swifty's the mic. Swifty's the mic.
You better be.
Back to the air, Darnold on second down. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
General West.
Check. Yo, lady.
Hey, wahoo.
Third and long, it's Darnold. And he's going to go down again. Brian Burns racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. After the interception, here's Darnold. He's going deep for Brown. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Dante Jackson picks it. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Miles Jack, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. He's looking for another 4-sack game. That's how many he had last week. That's his third.
And when I watch him rush the passer, the thing that always comes to mind for me is how well he uses his hands. The martial arts stuff that a lot of guys do in the offseason to work on those, paying dividends for him. He's getting home in a big way.
A gain there of 21 yards. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. They'll look to throw here. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Tarvarius Moore, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for the Panthers. 56 yards.
It's a gain of 56 yards. First down, Panthers.
Hey, switch gears.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Dan, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 30. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped him to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
Yeah, we'll see if they go back to base. Back to throw now on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. They find some open field here. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. And the 13-year man puts it through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist. Watch how I flip. Watch how I whip. I'm in the whip. All on the wrist. I never switch. Ice in the wrist. I get the money, but I never switch. They saying you switching, you won't get it. We never came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit. I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. But I bet you wanna be famous. They act like they made us. We gon' ice in the Vegas. This for the that hate us. I make a lot of new money. From the not saving. Be liking my flavor. I think it's cause ice on the wrist.